All right. Director's on the phone with Father Max. So let's start. So we're doing 3-layer maps?
Yes. Yeah. I did. Go scroll down to read more.
I can't get read more. Look. Let's try clicking on 3 times.
Google Maps. What'd you guys do yesterday? Did you?
We just got an intro to maps. They were doing the layers.
Okay.
School, personal, and employment.
We didn't get a chance to do the layers yesterday because we,
Oh yeah, that's right.
because we didn't start hanging.
So did everyone create their own map first in your?
We haven't done anything on there.
Okay.
Well, we have.
So
Yeah.
does everyone see how to create? When you get into your map, you can go in and see the create button.
Oh, you got a maps?
Yeah, just click up in the.
Yeah.
Does anyone not see it?
I have a second.
You don't have this create? Okay. Who doesn't have it? Just click up into this area and then click on My Custom Maps. Do you see My Custom Maps?
Okay.
Click on My Custom Maps and click Create.
You got it. Okay, what do I?
And from here is where you can title it.
Which one am I supposed to?
So click on Untitled Layer. Jamie, where are you at? Someone.
One map.
Well, you gotta open your Google Maps. Open the new tab.
Oh.
That's fine. Just click right up in here. Click on My Custom Maps. I know we've done this.
Yeah, I know.
So we'll just do it again. Create. Right. So is everyone there at Untitled Layer?
No.
Mine's all titled.
Who is not there? Okay.
Edit layer names.
Can somebody help those who aren't there already?
We already got it, we gotta worry about it, right?
You're right where you need to be. Dave?
What?
Can you help Gabby? Anita?
Does it matter what we title it?
Yes, school, employment, and personal. There's 3 different layers.
That's already got it.
Yeah, do your first one, school, and go back and do another one for employment.
School, employment, and personal is what we're naming the layers.
Each layers.
Okay.
And afterwards you go back in and stuff.
Looks like it just already got one. Oh, we just already got it. I know already got it.
How do I make that?
So what, you make them individually?
Yeah. I didn't think you already got one, I'm going to do this.
You're just going.
But I couldn't make sure I already got it.
So you made another one. Yeah. Click on where it says untitled, the title.
I think I already got one.
I know, we're just doing it again. Name your first layers.
For all the new people. All the
If you don't
new-
remember how to do it, it'd be good practice to do it again.
We just gotta put another set of them there then?
That's what we're doing. Name the first one school,
Okay. What's the last one?
employment, and then personal. So within each layer, so for school, you can just find where your school's at. So I'm gonna pick this location. Find it on the map.
Okay. So when you do it the second time, you gotta add layer?
Yep, add layer and then make the second one employment. Come on.
I give you the name, add layer. Okay, mine's on yours.
So my first layer in school, I'm just gonna drop a pin on exactly where you want it to go. You can see I dropped it right where the school's at. Employment, same location for me. But for you guys, if you have, for employment for everybody else, if you wanna choose locations where you wanna work,
Okay, school.
you can drop multiple pins in different areas.
After you make a map, how do you go back to see where it's at? Because I already made the 3 layers.
Okay, school, and what's the second one?
Okay, everybody, let me have your attention for a second. That was the Jesuit saying that he has made arrangements to get everybody a copy of the book,
Cool, right on.
okay? And he will be coming every 8 weeks. Okay, California, are we there?
Hold
Are
on.
you there?
Yes, we're here, Ed.
Are they muted?
Hi.
Victoria, can you hear me?
Wait, for some odd reason, our mic is not working.
Okay, I see Victoria raising her hand again. All right, well, I'm sorry I had to take that call. That was from the
What happened to it?
Jesuit priest who was here on Friday talking. Okay, so Crystal, are there any questions right now of where you are in terms of getting these layers created?
No, we're getting started right now. Okay. I don't
Can't
know.
hear you. I think you must be muted. Over.
Ed? You can't hear.
You hear us now?
As soon as you get your audio figured out, Crystal, let me know.
Ed, can you hear me?
Okay, for everyone else here,
He can't hear.
do you have the layers
Stephanie,
created?
I can hear you.
Okay, so he just can't hear the whole
Okay.
Right, so how did you do it? Did you guys follow the directions that were in the event? Okay, so you went down here,
Yeah, what's that title?
created a map. Everybody see this? Everybody got to that level? Okay, now how about you, Cody? Let's see your map.
It's another call.
Hi, Stephanie. You have your layers? Weird. Okay, now on Crystal's main camera, it's not muted. The other camera is muted. I'm going to unmute that.
I'm muting.
What's strange is I can't hear you. Let me try something else. Let me see if it's the. Okay.
Ed?
Okay, thanks. Right. Okay, so
He
our
can hear.
speakers
Okay.
are not working. I'm going to work on the speaker.
That saved map, you have all those locations that you've already saved. Always
Rob,
Yep.
when you're done with that, can you help figure out why we can't hear? Correct. They can hear each other. We can't hear them. And when I push play test sound here, I can't hear that. Okay, so for everyone else, let me just do a recap in case you're not there. Everybody's gotten to hear, right? Okay. Anybody not gotten to hear? Today's test is going to be a little bit different. It's not going to be an answer questions. It's going to be do. So everybody should be able to get this. All right. So once you're here, you have your first layer. Click on it. Create layer.
Okay, here's why. This is on mute. Now we can hear.
Okay, we're back.
You hear us?
Yeah, some moron muted my speakers.
You hear us now, Ed? Can you hear us?
Some moron muted my speakers. Okay.
Calling Ed.
Rob fixed it. Okay, done.
Ed, can you hear us?
Now he's frozen.
Huh?
I know.
Map with the 3 layers.
Okay, Ed, can you hear us now?
Absolutely. You're crystal clear.
All right, perfect.
Okay. Thumbs up. Okay, has everybody created their map with the 3 layers in California?
We're working on that right now.
Okay. Would you like me to share my screen? It might be a little bit too small, but I can share my screen if that makes it easier.
I've actually been, I have it up on my screen on the wall.
Okay, great.
I'm walking them through the process so they can see how to create their layers.
Good. Okay, so we're doing the same thing here. So I have my first layer, school.
Okay.
Now we create a second layer. And Crystal, you keep going with what you're doing. Stephanie, you keep going, and
Director,
we'll all be...
Switch point.
All right, we'll do.
First one, then what's the bottom?
Okay, doesn't matter what... Okay, so that's a good question. Doesn't matter which order they're in. Okay, so I'm going to do my second layer. I'm going to call it personals.
Just make sure everyone's got the map title.
Yes, and make sure, first title the map.
How do you title that?
Okay, up here with this box here, up on the top it says Untitled Map. Title the map and make the map your name. And call it Map 1. Your name, Map 1. Your name, Map 1. Okay, that will become important on Friday when we have the quiz.
Just in AP, right?
Okay. So then I add a third layer. Now, in the free version of maps, you can only have how many layers?
3.
3, right. Okay, so now that I have the layers created, what's the next thing the direction said to do? What? What's the next thing in the instructions said to do? Now that we have the 3 layers. Okay, so that's called populating the map. Populate the map. Good morning, Shannon. How are you? Good, good. Good to see you. Okay, so now I'm going to select. So the important thing to do is whichever layer you're going to start with, you need to make sure that that is highlighted with the blue bar on the outside of it. So if you're going to do your school map first, make sure on your map thing, your this panel, that school is in blue. If you're going to do your personal one first, click on that, and that will expand, and there'll be a blue thing next to it. So the first thing I would do now with the map is zoom in on Las Vegas. So how do we navigate around the map? We use the mouse and we use the left button, the left clicker. So if you hold down your left mouse button, you can move the map around like I'm doing here. And so if you center it on Las Vegas and then use your wheel to scroll in,
Another thing too is if in the little search bar, if you just type Larson, it'll pop right up.
okay?
Larson Training Center.
So let's do that. I'm
Bring it
going
right
to do
to
that
it.
first.
Bring it right to it.
Okay, so I typed in Larson. The second one is Larson Training Centers. It's going to bring it up, and it should be a green balloon, right? Has that been added to the map?
Yeah.
Okay, what's the second choice? Not yet. It hasn't. It's on this map, but it's not added on school. So what I need to do is click on it. A box pops up, and it says Add to Map. Okay? So now it just showed up under school. And then I'll put another place. Huh? If it's blue over here, where you have school, there should be blue next to it, a blue bar.
Yeah.
Okay, and then if you type in what you want, so I'm going to do the next one, the shade tree.
Is it school?
It's under my school map. Okay, so the shade tree is up here. I click on the shade tree, I add it to the map. So now I have 2 things under school. What is the place where you guys live? State? What's it
That should be
called?
where I live at, on that one?
The halfway?
Yeah.
Angela's house?
Angela's house. Okay, so let's see if that's on here.
That should be where I live at, on the school one?
I don't know.
You don't know that address?
I do, yeah, but we're not allowed to give it out. They're not supposed to know.
Okay, all right. So then I'll do
I typed in
cafeteria.
Zappos and I put it on my map.
Okay, which map did you put it on?
On my, the school one.
On your school one?
Should I put it on employment? No, wait.
Yeah, you should probably put that on your employment map. Good morning, everyone. How are you? Welcome.
Okay, so, on school, so to add something like this.
Okay, so let's say I want to add Catholic Charities to the map. So I type in the Omnibox Catholic Charities, and what comes up? Justin, what's up here for Catholic Charities?
My address is on.
How many? Many, right? Many are up there. So I want to only pick the one that I want. I'm not sure which one that is. So at the bottom, if you click on it, it will come up with all of the Catholic charities. So there's a pin for all of the Catholic charities. I know which one we're looking for, so I'm going to zoom in on that. Now I click on one of them, I add it to the map.
Okay.
So now I have 3 things on the map.
Okay, when you get the.
Well, you don't have to do Catholic charities, but I'm just giving examples of
George, once you
things.
get the red, when you get the red thing, then what do you do to get the, where it pops up on your school thing?
Well, if you're on school, if you
Yeah.
start on school,
Then I got the red dot,
and you type in the Omni
I
box,
did that,
okay,
then how do you get to come up on
then
the?
you click on one of them. So, what's the example? Okay, let's say, what? I will do, I'm going to go down here
Let's
to
put 35
personal.
West Owens.
I'm going to go to my personal layer. I'm going to type in here Gold Spice. What's Gold Spice?
No, that's my
Okay,
question.
it's a restaurant. Okay, so look, now I typed Gold Spike, the green arrow came up, or the green push me up. Right? You're
Mine
able to
comes
do
up red.
that.
I put it to my address, it popped up red.
Okay, so click on it,
On the thing itself,
click on the push pin, and something like this should open up.
as far as,
Correct.
on the green one, okay.
And then you push add to map.
Okay, I see it.
Okay, now it gets better. Okay, so pay attention to me for a second. Stop populating your maps. So I have Gold Spike selected. This box pops up. What do I have? I have the address, I have the website, I have the phone number. I also have the number of stars that it has on their Google Plus page. So per the instructions today, for today's notes, Google Maps is moving into the Google search space.
So it's automatically, you put the address, automatically on the phone number and the email.
Well, yeah, so it's now more than just a map. Now this is getting to Google search. Okay, so what's the significance of that? What's the benefit of that?
Increases your employment numbers.
Well, it increases the information that you know.
Yeah.
It becomes more and more like a Google search, right? Because now I can go to their website, I know where they are, I can call them, I can go to their Google Plus page, I can see comments that people make about them. It's a lot more than a map. This is now becomes a very powerful tool that I have at my disposal. But let's look at this other thing. So here, let's pay attention. So under style, well, actually, let's go here. Next to Gold Spike, if I select it, a little paint bucket,
I hit something.
paint can shows up. If I click on that, I can change the shape
I just did something.
or the color of the icon. So on my layer, I can have a layer that has different images or different color things. So for example, I can have a layer, like on my personal layer, I could have one icon for restaurants, another icon for stores. So when I look at my map, if somebody said, how many stores do you have? If I know what the symbol for store is, I could just count them, even though they're on the same layer. So it gives me a lot more flexibility. So I'm going to change that color to blue, but I can also click on the more icons button,
Yeah, it's a lot.
and I can change what the icon looks like. So if I want a restaurant to look like a restaurant, I would not look under transportation. Probably not recreation, but maybe there's something under there. Facilities, okay, so I can have a type of facility, look like it. I don't see anything I particularly like.
How did you get that? Oh, see, I see.
So I'll just choose this one. Okay, so now on my map, I have these different shapes of icons on this layer. 2 balloons, and I have this flower-like looking thing. Okay, but let's go back here, click on Gold Spike again. Let's say I want to put in additional information. I can edit it. So there's more stuff I can put on there than just a dot. Okay, I could put in the person's name. Joe is manager. Or whatever. Or maybe I want to take this information here and move it up here. And then I save it. Okay?
These have these Gold Spike gives you like 5 different options.
Right.
Right, yeah, with the
So you've got to choose the one that is right. So look at it where it is on your map. Okay?
You said the map should be employment, school, and what else?
What are the other 3? What are the 3 maps? What are the 3 layers, people?
School,
Okay, personal, school, and employment. Now the notes for today's talk are in your Google Plus. Yes.
You can also add a picture or something to what you just did.
Correct.
Or you can import something.
Yeah. So you can do a tremendous amount. So think in terms of this. Okay, Jamie. Let's see. Justin, can you help Jamie, please? So think in terms of this. You have your employment plan, right? What did you do? What's the first thing on your employment plan? Malika, what's the first thing on your employment plan?
You should be able to put jobs that your prospective employers.
Okay, that's the second thing. What's the first thing?
Contact.
Okay, what type of, you got to figure out, what would you do as a career, for a career as a calling or destiny? What type of business would you want to work in where you like it so much you'd work there for free or you'd pay to work there? Okay, in our employment planning, our proactive employment plan, it's find the type of business where you really want to work. Then the second step, as Malika said, is find companies that are in that business. Now this goes to what Tiger Todd was talking about at Hero School. He combined 1 and 2, but he has 7. We don't have that many steps. So you find the business. You put those on your map. What was the third thing? What's the third thing we do? Once we have the businesses identified in our employment plan?
Research.
We do research. Right. So here, you can add them into the description. Okay? You can put a link to a Google Doc. Okay? If they have a Google Plus page, that's already on there. You can follow them.
How do you link it though?
How do you link it?
All you gotta do is type it in and go to their page. And then
Okay,
type
so
it.
this pops up. For Gold Spike, it says Google Plus page.
Okay.
It's already there. So again, if we look at what Google's doing, they started as search, they created a map, and what did the map look like at first with Google search? Marion. Marion. Can you hear me? Okay, Marion can't hear me. Caesar, what was the first thing that Google Maps did look like? It just looked like a map. Okay, then what did Google then do?
Made it into that map right there.
Satellite.
No, satellite, right. Okay, we talked about this yesterday. What was the third thing they did? Street View.
And then inside
Now inside view. Okay, so the question is, what's next? Okay, we don't really know, but there is going to be a next. This is not the end of Google Maps.
to see what you want inside the store.
That's my theory.
Yeah.
To make it easy for people to do business with that store, to make it two-way instead of one-way. So, so one of the things they have on here is their Google Plus page, and you can subscribe. You can follow them. So anytime they update that page, like we update ours every day, every time they update that, it will be on your Google Plus every day. Is that important if you're in business and you want customers? That's huge.
Definitely.
Now here's another thing, maybe Rob can quickly tell us. When we moved here, Larson Training Centers wasn't on the Google map. In fact, there was just an empty lot when you looked
Yeah, I
at the
remember
map.
he showed us when we first started school.
Okay.
It was
So,
just an empty lot.
Rob, what did you have to do to get Larson on the map?
I had to, first I had to submit the proposal for us, this is our location. Then to verify it, I had to call Google, and it was a submittal process. And from there, they're the ones who place you on the map officially.
Okay, so how hard was that? Not hard. Okay, so a tool in your kit, when you go in for your interview, they should already be on your map, right?
Yeah.
And what you should do is type in their name to see if it comes up. If the employer's name doesn't come up and you have to type in the address, for example, if I type in Hope for Prisoners, nothing comes up. Except a bunch of things that are not Hope for Prisoners. Monte Vista Hospital, Red Box, okay, Red Box, okay? Those might have movies in there that have a title that has prison or something in it, okay, or Hope, all right? Hope for Prisoners doesn't come up. If you were going to go work for Hope for Prisoners, and in your research you found out they're not on the map, what would one of the things that you would talk to them about in terms of I know the cloud, what would something you would talk to them about be?
If they're not
I can get you on the map. I can get you on Google's map.
Inside view and everything.
Would that be of importance to the employer?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. That would absolutely be of importance. So again, what the stuff that we're doing in here, they don't know. And Victoria, who's now slipped to second place, now knows, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so Google Maps is extremely important. All right, so we have about 12 minutes left. Does anybody here have any questions, or anybody in California? Yes, Rayanne.
Where did you put your name in that form?
Okay, up here. Okay, so good question. So when you have your box here,
It says untitled.
untitled map,
Just click on it.
yeah. Okay, so everybody's map, this is going to be part of the Friday quiz. Okay, and this goes in your folder, in your C file, as they call it in California. They don't have that here, right?
We have a B file.
B file?
No.
What do you have?
We have a G file.
Huh?
Is that in the prison?
Yeah,
I file.
I file. Okay, so in California it's a C file. That goes in your C file, so it's an important thing to do. In California, Victoria, any questions?
Did I get questions? What about?
No, Ed, there aren't any questions. Everyone is actually populating their layers now, so we have everyone has all 3 layers, and they're going through and just populating them.
Okay. Oh, okay. So let's see. We've got our new students going to come up here.
Okay.
Yes, Dave.
Say you wanted to go to the street view from this, how would you get to the street? I mean, then, you know, so you could actually see the front of the building? Because I was trying to.
Okay, that's tomorrow. Good question.
Can I ask one question?
Okay.
All right.
Remember, between Sherry and I, we know everything. Sherry has the answer to that question.
Can I ask one question?
What?
How do you change the color of your icons or get the?
Okay. How do you change the color of the icon?
All right, you're gonna go
Who
to your.
knows? Who's that? Okay, go Nick.
We're gonna go to our what?
Okay, so what do you do?
I want to change the color of this one.
Okay. Nick, what do you do?
You're gonna click on, or you're gonna go to location.
Okay, go ahead. No, go ahead.
You're gonna go hover
This is
over it,
open. This
there's
is
gonna
live for the whole world.
be a little, or you're gonna hover over your location. There's gonna be a little paint can.
Yeah.
You're gonna click on that.
Click on the paint
It's gonna show
can,
you your icons.
and a palette shows up, right? Okay, very easy to do. Okay, any other questions here?
I'm good.
Okay. You can usually count on Rayanne for a good question. All right. Bill? Good? So here's the thing. Remember body language, nonverbals? Does this mean yes or no? Yes. What does that mean? I'm good. I'm good. What? What percentage of communication is nonverbals according to Tiger Todd?
Body language.
What percentage?
70%.
Well, you weren't there.
Well, didn't he talk about yesterday?
Did he?
No.
50. He says 55% is nonverbals. Another, I think, 38% was your attitude.
application, and then the other one.
7% was words, your application. 38%, I think he said, was on your attitude and confidence or something like that. Yes.
Okay, so I put in Larson Training Center. How do I, on the map, zoom into there?
With your street view.
You just use your, okay, so Malika will help you. Okay, that's a good question. Who's got another question? You power posing? Okay, good. Power posing is good. Everybody's always encouraged to power pose whenever possible. Billy, good? Okay. Brian, good? Okay, good. All right, so maps is extremely, extremely important. We don't think it's important, or those who don't think it's important, it's because you don't use it very much. You think that email is important because we use it all the time, okay? Maps should be considered like your secret weapon. Time is the most valuable resource we have. The better you manage your time, the more productive you're going to be. Thus, the happier you should be. So maps is extremely important, and it is evolving all of the time. In fact, there's something that Google released yesterday on Google Maps. It's a small thing. Okay, any questions? Otherwise, the thing to do is go back and start populating your maps with everything. Any stores, if you can't find the store.
Do we have to say, I mean, does this automatically say it?
Yes. Now, question. What if you type in the name of the place and it doesn't show up? And you don't know the address, what do you do?
Then you call out the location.
No.
Tell them that you can charge
No.
50 bucks and they'll
No,
send you the map.
okay, that's an idea for an entrepreneurial business. Okay, we talked about that last time regarding going and starting a business of doing inside view.
Do your research and get the employer as many possible.
You're right now trying to add something to your map, you don't know the address, and it doesn't show up.
Cross street.
I just pushed search and it came up.
Okay, well, there's an easier way.
Type up their name.
If you know where it is,
Yeah.
you can zoom into the cross streets. If you zoom in close enough, it might show up.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you can add a push pin to the map, and then you name the push pin. Okay, so it's very easy, but this is the thing: is if you don't use it, you'll lose it. So we gotta now spend the next 7 minutes practicing. Okay. Well, okay, so what does that mean? No. It's not the computer, and I can assure you it's not Google.
Okay, wait a minute.
That's a particular type of error. What is that error code?
ID10T.
We have to switch the view.
Okay, so for the new people, do you know what the ID10T error is? Okay, take out your books.
This is part
Under
of the
important thoughts,
Okay, this is.
write down
This is the school.
ID10T
What is that?
error. ID10T error.
8th Street.
ID10T. ID, the number 10, and the letter T. Okay, and what does that spell?
I don't know.
Idiot, right. Okay.
Idiot error.
So, most of these problems are not the computer, they're not Google. Okay, you forgot to do one thing. So when you go to work, if there's an IT guy, I assure you at some point if you ask him for help, he is going to say, or she is going to say, oh, that's an ID 10T error.
Directing it towards you?
Yes, directing it towards you.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's a
We're having a
secret code.
debate
Okay, what is the debate?
about the views of the map.
Okay.
Let us do it from our personal map, but let us go to the street view.
I wanted to see the school from my push pin. And I scrolled in, scrolled out, and I did all of that. Then we had to go back to maps and type in the address, and then we got the view.
Okay, so we're going to do this tomorrow.
We'll do that tomorrow?
Correct.
Oh,
Okay, we eat an elephant one bite at a time. Okay.
We'll work on it
Any other
tomorrow.
questions? Okay, so start adding things to your map. This is how you have to do it. I encourage you to use different colors for different classes of place you're putting on the map. Stores, one color, restaurants, another color, whatever else you have. Places that you want to work that are on your employment planning layer, to use different icons to identify these are prospective places. And then you can start visualizing what it looks like to work there. Okay? Any other questions? Okay, anything in California, in Long Beach or Santa Fe Springs that I can help with? Okay, so let's see. We have our new students here. We're going to come up and introduce them. Crystal, are you ready?
Yes, we are.
Okay, good. Let's start with Caesar. Come on down.
President Larson.
Okay. So this is one of our 7 new students in the last 10 days. So just look in the camera.
Yes.
Okay.
My name's Caesar.
Okay, where are you from?
New Mexico.
What part?
Las Cruces.
Okay, and how long have you been here?
2 week now.
No, in Las Vegas.
20 years.
20 years, okay. So, and how old are you?
23.
Okay, so you don't really remember Las Cruces?
Not really.
Do you go back on vacation?
Sometimes.
Okay. Did you work at the post office?
No.
Okay, so we have somebody here who did not work in the post office. For everyone in California. So, okay, good. Thank you, Caesar. Justin. Okay, so remember, you're on air for the whole world. Good job, Caesar.
Justin West, born and raised in Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm 22 years old, and I've never went nowhere but here.
Really? Have you been to LA?
Well, I lived in California for like 6 months for work.
Okay, so you have been one other place. Where was that?
Joshua Tree, California.
Joshua Tree, where's that?
Right by San Bernardino County.
Oh, Joshua Tree. Okay, that's off the 10, I think.
Yeah, right here, right next to 29 Palms.
Okay, got it. Okay, great. Good, thank you. Rayanne?
What do you do when you go to two those job places are too close together?
You zoom in. Let's see.
So short.
So we know how to fix that. How's that? Okay. You've got this. Okay. We're going to put this on the floor in a second.
Hi, I'm Rayanne. I'm 18. I was born in Las Vegas, and I've lived here my whole life.
Okay, good. So have you traveled?
Yeah.
Where to?
I've been to Washington State, Mexico, Utah, Arizona, Laughlin. I think that's it.
Okay, did you name any place in California?
Oh yeah, and California, but
What part?
I don't really know what part.
Southern?
By a beach.
By a beach. Okay, well, that could be anywhere in the whole
I
state.
don't know which beach, I don't remember.
Okay, was it cold?
No, it's hot outside.
Okay, so it's probably Southern California. Okay, so we have it narrowed down to about 400 miles. Okay, good, thank you. You ready? Yeah. Victoria? Now, just a little side note here. For 1 hour, Victoria had the For some number of days, Victoria had the record for typing here, not the record, she was in first place. Are you going to get it back?
Yeah.
Who stole it from you?
Stole it?
Yeah.
No one. Okay. Go ahead, Victoria.
I'm Victoria. I'm 21. I was born in New York, and I've lived here my whole life, basically.
What part of New York?
Dunkirk.
So here's something you notice that Victoria does very well. She looks in the camera. It's hard to do. I don't usually look in the camera. But people who are good look in the camera. They don't have a problem doing it. So now, where did you work?
I worked at Buca di Beppo in Aldo.
Okay. In what?
Aldo? Shoe store?
Okay. And how was that?
I didn't like it.
Which one?
The one at Fashion Show Mall.
Did you like Buca di Beppo?
Yeah.
Okay. How many stores do they have, restaurants?
3 here.
Do you know how many they have around the country?
No.
Okay. Was that good, though?
Yeah.
Okay. Good. All right. Thank you. Okay, Nick. See, this reminds me of when I was in law school. The professor knows by people looking away, those are the people you call on.
You got me that way a couple times.
Yeah.
I'm Nicholas Spillane. I'm from Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm 23 years old. I've traveled to New York, Long Island, New York. I've been to California, Sacramento, Long Beach, where else? LA, Inglewood, Palmdale, Arizona, Utah, and Laughlin.
Wow. Well traveled. Well traveled. How old are you?
I'm 23 years old.
23. Okay, great. So that is Nick. Okay. Thank you, world. Okay, Cody. Come on. Is that true? Did you do this before?
What?
No, you didn't. Come on up. Remember, it's about trust.
I wasn't honest with that.
That's true.
Okay.
What's up? I'm Cody
Okay.
Myers. I was born in Vegas, and I used to be a traveling hippie, so been a lot of places.
Hippie?
Yeah.
I thought hippies were gone.
No.
I thought that was over.
I lived up in the woods in Mount Shasta for a couple months.
Oh, okay.
During Rainbow Fest.
Okay.
It was awesome.
Okay, now, and what project are you working on here?
Google Maps.
No. Project in the afternoon.
Oh, in the afternoon?
People
People of the Abyss.
Okay, good. So
Yeah.
when are you going to start producing stuff?
Tomorrow.
Okay, good. The second best answer. Second best answer. Okay, and Matt.
They got them when you had a chance.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Matt Tyler. I am 27 years old. I'm from Utah, but I've lived here most of my life, Las Vegas. I really don't know what else to say.
Okay, what project are you working on?
Working on maps right now, Google Maps.
Okay, see, looking at you over there. See that camera?
Hi.
Well, you have to wave in this camera. Okay. Great. Okay, thank you, Matt. Okay, so that is the end of today's session. Tomorrow we will pick up on Google Maps and take it to the next level. Thank you in California. Thank you.
Bye.